Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I took a poll on Instagram if you guys wanted to see how I edit my videos, photos, do the Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So I got really great responses on that. So here is that video. If you want to figure out how I do it, stay tuned. All right, so I am using Final Cut Pro and I'm going to create a new project here, and this is going to be our project for the tutorial we are going to edit. And I have my intros saved. You can see I have a couple different things, and I have my videos saved that need to be edited in a different area. So we are going to rotate this because I like to give you guys as if I was painting them, and when I recorded it's actually flipped. So I went ahead and did that, and then I removed the sound, and now I'm going to go in and cut out pieces that I don't like. And I do this because you'll see I definitely am not stopping and recording, because I find if I do that, I will be completely distracted and then I will forget to do something. So by doing it this way, I watch each section of the video and then I cut out pieces I don't need. If I'm like fussing with a nail, like for a really long time, I may cut out parts of it just because it's like, okay, you don't want to see that. So I do essentially all the editing of the video in one fell swoop. And a lot of times I will do this when my son is awake, because this I can kind of come back to. It's really the voiceovers, like this is where I kind of try to do it in one shot. I definitely have had different videos where I've had to do two different ones, but most of the time I'm able to get it in one shot. And that's why my voiceovers aren't perfect. I definitely think that's someplace I really want to work on, because I think I want to get a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? I want to get more purposeful instead of kind of off the cuff. Although I get a lot of compliments that people like kind of my off the cuff commentary. So I don't know, I think I'm going to try to do a happy medium, kind of just make them a little bit more, I don't want to say professional, but you know, we're not professional on this channel. So I'm adding glitter now to the tutorial, which this is probably my favorite part of this tutorial, is when you add all the mylar flakes. So once I go in and really get that down, then I do the voiceover. Now I'm taking my blue microphone and I am doing the voiceover. So I went ahead and cut all the images, added my fast forward parts, kind of just how it flows. And then I'm literally recording this with, I believe it is Simple Recorder. So there's an ad that pops up every time you hit save, but it's free. And you can see it's running in the top right corner, blinking red. And the frames may be a little laggy for you, but when I'm watching it, it's not laggy. It's because you're in a 400% fast forward. But when I do my voiceovers, again, I like to do it in one fell swoop, and that way I can really watch the video. And if I don't think the flow is there, I'll actually stop talking, cut it, and then pick up where I left off. And so sometimes it's pieced together, but most of the time I can get it pretty good because I've been doing this for quite some time. And that way I can actually go ahead and edit and do the voiceover. I'm pretty efficient. Coming to the end of the voiceover, so now I'm going to save this voiceover and I literally leave it as the default. And then I bring it in to the Final Cut Pro, and you can see it's one long line, and then I'm gonna go in and cut the voiceover. 9 out of 10 times I leave everything in there, and see those pauses that right there? Actually, I'm listening. I turned up the volume. That's where I am going to actually cut it. So those down parts are where I'm not recording and where I have to move it to places that I know I'm recording. So I listen to it towards the end and then the beginning. And then I go in for music. And a lot of times I make this a lot quieter because you don't want music blasting in your ear after a voiceover. So once I finish adding the music, then I actually add a photo at the end. So then we will go ahead and go into Photoshop. And I have all my images in one location, and I try to take a couple. And once I find the one I like, we go into Lightroom first. And I pay $10 a month for Lightroom and Photoshop. I could never live without Photoshop. I've been done Photoshop for like 15 years now. So let's see, I started 16 years. Yeah, showing my age, it's fine. So I bring this in, and what we're doing in Lightroom is we are whitening the background. So if you go to my Instagram account, you will see I like my backgrounds to be very white. So I'm going to go ahead and use this layer masking tool on the right. It's a little paintbrush. And then you see me kind of coloring and dragging around it. And once I do that, there's actually literally a white setting on there, and it will make this thing super white. And then I go in and erase the overlapped parts on my fingers. All right, we are going to take it into Photoshop now, and this is where I do all of my other editing. The Lightroom is really where I do my white balance, and then this is where I come in and lighten the rest of the photo so I can match the whiteness in the background. So it might wash it out a tad bit, but it looks really weird with a super white background, and your nails or your hand, like your skin tone is super dark, if that makes sense. Like that just does not look right. So what I do is I just lighten it to match the background. And then I'm going to save that as the original. And then I come in and do my YouTube and my Instagram. And if I have to do a thumbnail for like IGTV, this is also where I would do it. I do have my quote unquote presets already done, meaning I have them already saved and I just drag and drop into the PSD file, and that way I can just go ahead and edit the thumbnail right in there. And then I just essentially edit the text and kind of modify whatever I'm doing. And the great thing about that is that you don't have to worry about creating it from scratch each time. So I will go ahead and let you watch me do the YouTube, Instagram, and I think that's all I do for this one. Now we're back to editing the video. You're like, wait, I thought we already did that. No, well, sort of. I always like to put a photo at the end of the final results, and that is why we do it there. And then I place the rest of the music in there, bring it quieter to match my tone or my level of tone, and then I export it. So doing that doesn't take that long for me, thankfully. So we just gonna let that export, and then it's magically there. And then what I do here is I'm gonna go ahead and upload the video. And when you upload the video, you really wanna make sure you include all the information you need to do. I luckily put a template in, so every time I upload a video, the template's already there, and then I just modify it. So you can see there's my template. It's awesome, I love it. And so we will just go ahead and let this upload and work on the next thing. Now that we got the flat icon in there, because I did use that diamond in this because you always want to credit things that require credit. Adding the Amazon links to my video, and I want to make sure that I link the correct items. So I'm going in and adding the things that I am using in the video up top, and then I have my essentials used. Those are just always in there because that is just what I use pretty much every single time. So I will go ahead and add these in.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the
Right
hell
now, I
out.
added the tags back on the uploading video, and then I have tags that I use on the side. This is for both of my channels. I don't really use my second channel anymore, but I have tags that I just kind of use, and I put the differentiating tags at the beginning. So like this is a gemstone one, so I'm typing gemstone all in the beginning, and then I'm going in and adding the second part of the tags and then deleting ones that are over that 500 limit.
I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10.
Let's create our TikTok. Isn't this fun? So again, I have a template already put up for it. You can find out the like template size online, and I just created a new video with that. With the video I just edited, so it's exported, it's edited. I'm gonna come in and re-edit for that 15-20 second video. So what I do is I actually take out the sound and I go in and edit it. Usually I try to focus on one finger, whether that's the thumb, the pointer, the middle, really whatever I'm kind of showcasing that design at that time.
Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Oh, yeah, I've discussed it with myself, and I'm disgusted with the way we're told to have a certain face, a certain weight, because we aren't pixels on a screen. No, we're human, we breathe. Every single thing we see curated, it's overrated. These expectations, they keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to think, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah. Honey, I'm a perfect 10.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue
All right, now we are in TikTok, as in we are on my phone, and I will show you what I do to make the video. Obviously there's going to be no sound because that copyright. You can check out my TikTok if you want to see this video when it's done. But I absolutely love this part of it as well, even though it might seem like kind of an annoyance. To me, it's not an annoyance. I actually really enjoy doing editing, so I'm just happy this is done because my computer is not liking this editing, okay? So, all right. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me and going over the different things that I do for my channel or social medias. All right, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.